So we now call this meeting to order. Honorable Bosita.
Mr. Chair, I move to dispense with the calling of the roll.
There is a motion to dispense with the calling of the roll. Is there any objection? Chairing none, same is approved. We now move to, with the permission of the Honorable Bosita, we can go straight to Part 5, continuation of the briefing by the Department of Education. DepEd alleged ghost senior high school voucher program beneficiaries. In the last hearing, the Department of Education, Attorney Tara was able to give us a briefer on what they have so far discovered. There was also a order at that point in time that we be updated on what is happening. At that point, I think there were 55 schools already terminated. Attorney Tara, what we need now, so 55 schools have been terminated already. How many students are involved? How much is involved? And then how many schools are now still pending release by the DepEd of funds?
Well, Mr. Chair, I'll just may.
While we are waiting for the information from the Department of Education, para lahat tayo nasa same same page para maliwanag when did the voucher system start? Anong year nag-start yung voucher system? Anyone from DepEd?
The voucher system started in 2018. Ano?
No, the whole voucher system. Dalawa yan eh.
Okay, the education contracting service, Mr. Chair, it was started around 1980s po. It was through a law before Republic Act 6728 po. And then it was later amended by RA 8545 po, Mr. Chair.
Ang coverage na is first year to fourth year high school noon. Correct?
Yes po.
So only high school yung covered noon, which is now junior high school.
Yes, Mr. Chair, grade 7 to 10.
Grade 7 to 10 ngayon.
RA 8545 was issued in 1998, February 24, 1998, Mr. Chair.
1998. So dati, okay. Ang rules natin before, very clear. Dapat may cohort na nag-graduate o nagtapos bago mauumpisahan ang isang voucher system o wala? Wala bang ganong condition before?
Wala naman pong condition ganun before, Mr. Chair.
So how did you choose the schools before?
The schools were chosen before.
Ito pa yung grade 7 to 10, ito yung high school, wala pang K to 12 dito.
Yes po.
So how did you choose the schools who would benefit from the voucher system?
Based on the law itself, Mr. Chair, it was provided here that it should be accredited. So
Accredited. How do you accredit a school?
the schools are accredited by those accrediting agency, associations. For a while, Mr. Chair. Yung ano po natin, the associations of accrediting
Correct.
federation
We all
po.
know that. Ang point nga is that para ma-accredit sila, ano ang requirement? Kasi yun ang unan yung requirement
Yes,
under the law. Kailangan accredited yung private school. Ano yung, how do they accredit a private school?
Well,
Ano yung requirements naman to accredit a private school?
well, the first stage po talaga, Mr. Chair, for the schools to be accredited is that they should be recognized by the Department of Education.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Para maging recognized, ilang taon bago maging recognized ng isang private school? Because yung una dyan is you give a permit to operate. That is on year 1. And then for it to be accredited, you need a recognition. Ilang taon bago maging recognized ng isang school?
Director Burns will answer that.
Yes. Director Burns?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair. So for recognition po, they can actually apply for recognition already after the first year of the permit to operate. But within 5 years po, kailangan lahat talaga nakapag-recognition na.
Yes,
Our
pero ang standard, 5 years talaga eh.
Yes, sir.
Oo, wag na tayo magkunwari because you're kahit yung mga teachers dito, alam man totoo. Huwag na natin, let's not play with words. Talagang 5 years ang cohort ninyo. Because yun yung accreditation talaga. Maybe may exceptions. Pero ang general rule, may cohort talaga eh. May 5 years bago nyo i-accredit eh. And that is the only time that you recognize. And that is the only time that they are entitled to receive the voucher system.
That's correct, Mr. Chair. For ESC po.
That's correct.
Yes,
Well,
for
kasi nandun pa tayo, wala pang K-12 eh,
yes.
di ba?
That's correct, Mr.
So prior to K-12, the rule is under the law, accredited dapat nung isang accrediting body ng private school. Maliwanag naman, to be accredited, you need a certification of recognition from the Department of Education. Sa totoo, talaga naman totoo yan. The first permit is permit to operate. Yun yung first year
That's
mo.
correct.
Sa totoo, hindi naman nababalikan agad yan eh. Talagang cohort yan eh. 5 years yan eh. That's why I'm wondering bakit ayaw natin aminin na talagang it takes 5 years to get that certificate of unless baka may exceptions. Pero the general rule is 5 years eh. Tama ba yun?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yes. So effectively, kilala na yung school. Kahit pa paano, may basis na quality na. Kasi recognized na ng DepEd. Now comes K-12. Diba? In 2012, 2013, nagkaroon tayo ng K-12. After the K-12, under the law, inallow kayo to extend to senior high school. Again, it should have been the same rules, hindi ba? It should have been the same rules as the law governing junior high school. Yung ngayon na junior high school. Dapat accredited. Dapat recognized ng DepEd yung senior high school program. So how did you recognize a senior high school program? Kasi kailan nag-umpisa yung voucher sa senior high school? 2016 dapat start na yon, di ba? Hindi 2018, 2016.
Yes, Mr. Chair, 2016 po.
2016. So how did DepEd comply with the accreditation for the senior high school program in less than 3 years?
Mr. Chair, there was no recognition in the senior high school
So
po.
effectively, ang nabigyan ng voucher for senior high school beginning 2016 were actually hindi recognized yung senior high school program. Correct?
Yes po,
Correct.
Mr. Chair.
Now, may dalawa, tatlo, apat na klase ang senior high school, di ba? Merong senior high school na galing sa LUC. Sarili kong categorization na. Galing sa LUC, merong galing sa SUC, at meron yung galing sa private schools na existing yung school, nag-extend sila ng 11 and 12, correct? At merong stand-alone. Okay, paano ilan yung stand-alone? Ilan yung regular school? Ilan yung LUC? Ilan yung SUC? Ng senior high school.
For senior high school, sir, this is for school year 24-25. So this
No, let's begin 2016. Kasi doon nag-start lahat ng problema eh. There were not enough classrooms built during the term 2013 to 2016. Noong 2012, 2013, sinabi nila magkakaroon tayo ng K-12 beginning 2016. Correct, di ba? That was it. Yun yung proponents of the K-12. Knowing that magkaka-K-12 tayo, magkaka-grades 11 and 12, still not enough classroom buildings and not enough skilled teachers were hired para ma-implement yung ilan ba nag-graduate sa grade sa fourth year high school ng grade 10 usually. Mga ilang 1 million, 2 million or more than 2 million. Yung regular, yung mag-graduate yung pupuntang grade 11 from our DepEd schools. Oo. Kasi yun yung key eh. May kita doon na hindi sapat yung classrooms na na-build noong 2013 to 2016 para saluhin yung graduates ng fourth year high school na pinilit na mag-implement agad nung grade 11 and 12. So ilan yun? Mga 2 million? Offhand, no, you cannot
Yes,
quickly.
offhand, I cannot, Mr. Chair.
Sige,
But,
last year ilan? Ilan yung nag-graduate, ilan yung nag-move on? Kasi moving on na lang no? moving on from grade 10 to 11, ilan yung galing sa DepEd?
For school year 23-24, Mr. Chair, will have to check. We have the enrollment as of this year, school year 24-25.
Oh, sige, for
Apo,
this
so
year,
junior
ilan
high
yung
school
nag-move,
po.
moving on from 10 to 11?
Expected to move on, sir, after the end of the school year. 7 million, sir.
7, ilan yung sa DepEd schools lang?
Public.
6 million.
So 6 million. So more or less, kahit kalahati, no, 2015 to 2016, between yung term ng 2013 to 2016, they did not build enough classrooms. That is why they came up with DO number 46, series of 2015. Was there a DO earlier than that? With respect, kasi ang DO 46, 2015, ang sinasabi niya, na para pinapayag, based on the law, sinasabi noon ng the then secretary on 2015 said that magbibigay sila ng vouchers doon sa mga private schools na tatanggap ng grade 11. Diba? Yun ang DO 46 series of 2015. Was there a DO, was there an earlier DO than DO 46?
I'm checking, Mr. Chair, but I think there was a DepEd Order 11, 2015, that means just
Yes. Pero basically, ang sinasabi lang niya ng then Secretary of Education noon na magbibigay ng, based on the law, magbibigay ng voucher. Correct? Yes. So babalik tayo ngayon doon sa batas ng RA 8545. As amended, as referred to by the K-12 law in 2012-2013. So babalik ngayon tayo doon sa accreditation. Kailangan accredited yung senior high school program. Ang sagot nyo kanina, walang na-accredit noong 2013, 2014, 2015, going to 2016 na senior high school program. So bakit tayo nagbigay ng ano? Bakit tayo nagbigay ng voucher beginning 2016? Bakit inauthorize noong 2015 ang pagbigay ng vouchers? Hindi pa naman recognized yung schools at that point in time.
I think, Mr. Chair, no, I cannot speak for what was in the past, but I guess we allowed still the provision of the senior high school voucher program with regard to those private schools that were not recognized or even accredited yet, because of course the DepEd is also not yet ready to recognize the senior high school schools because nga po, it was very early at that point. Number one. Number two, there were not really a lot of private schools also for the senior high schools offering. So if ever we will restrict it more pa po, Mr. Chair, baka hindi na po tayo makakabigay ng mga beneficiaries din po sa senior high school. I think that was the reason why we still extended the senior high school voucher to even those private schools that are not accredited, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Tara, para clear, the reason probably kasi we have to call the officials from that time in 2013 to 2016. Probably the reason why they allowed vouchers to senior high school programs kahit na wala pang accreditation or recognition was because hindi talaga yung gagraduate ng grade 10 noon o fourth year high school, walang classrooms and DepEd sufficient enough na masalo.
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Yes, and not only that, we did not have sufficient number of teachers for the subjects that they also wanted to introduce in grades 11 and 12.
That's right, Mr.
That's
Chair.
correct. So effectively, yes, Director Burns.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So it was DO 11, series of 2015, and in fact, in the policy objectives of the said DepEd order, nakalagay po talaga, Mr. Chair, from a pragmatic perspective, vouchers will reduce the institutional pressures on the department of providing senior high school program to public junior high school completers directly through DepEd schools within a very short period of time. So yun, I think your assumption might be correct.
Yes, so may admission naman talaga na based on the DO na hindi preparado. The Department of Education 2013 to 2016 was not prepared to receive number of students that were going to finish from fourth year high school DepEd schools. That is why hihingi ang DepEd ng tulong sa private schools, sa LUCs and sa SUCs. Pero in a way, yung LUCs and SUCs, if I remember correctly, sa totoo, parang ano na lang yan ang talagang primary hihingi ng tulong was the private schools eh. Kasi yung SUC, LUCs, again, I think talagang private yung kaya may voucher system na in-extend. Tama ba yun? Is that policy correct? Again, mahirap na, no? Kasi it's a policy. That is why we're not sure. But then, it is not consistent with the earlier policy na dapat may certification of recognition. May reason kasi yung certification of recognition eh. 'Di ba? Ang reason niyan, ibig sabihin kalidad na yung paaralan, yung program niya quality na. In this case, because they wanted to implement the K-12 by 2016, sa totoo, parang hindi na muna chinek yung quality. So ilan yung stand alone?
From that time, Mr. Chair, we'll request the data po and provide clear.
Sige. Now, you were able to stop payment to 55 private schools, correct? Tama ba? Terminated.
Yes.
Why did you terminate your voucher system program with those 55 schools?
For the 55 schools, Mr. Chair, there are varying reasons for why we terminated them. One is the PAYAC, when they conducted the physical monitoring of the schools, Mr. Chair, they found out that some of the learners who were listed in the billing statements as our beneficiaries do not have record of class participation, enrollment, or even attendance.
Sa 55 schools, ilan yung ganun? Eto, wait para clear tayo. Ito yung parang alleged ghost, di ba?
Yes po.
This would
Chair.
fall under the alleged ghost.
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
so ang reason is, bagamat may billing statement ng school sa DepEd, pagka-check ng PAYAC, physically, yung face-to-face na check, nakita nila na yung estudyanteng kasama sa listahan, in fact, hindi naman talaga pumapasok physically dun sa school na yon, correct?
Correct po, based on the records
Based
that
on the
when they
records,
check
yeah.
po, Mr. Chair.
Mga ilang schools yun?
I will get back to you with the numbers, but almost all po, Mr. Chair.
Almost all.
Almost
Ano
all
yung
po,
number
meron
of
po.
students nun?
It varies as well, Mr. Chair, from
Total na lang.
we have around for school year 2021-2022, Mr. Chair, there are about around 3,000 for 3,370.
55 schools, di ba? Attorney Tara, Director Berg.
That's only for the school year 2021-2022.
Yes, yun pa lang yun. And
Yeah.
those are the schools covered by the physical
Yes.
presence that PAYAC went there, physically took a look.
Yes,
Pero
Mr.
sinabi
Chair.
ng PAYAC in the last committee hearing, ang kaya lang nilang i-cover is about 10% of the total number of participating voucher schools. So, etong amount na ito, yung 3,370,
Yes.
covering about 50 to 55 schools in the year 2023.
No, Mr. Chair, that is only for school year 2021-2022.
21-22,
And
ito, covered pa lang din yung 10%. So may 90% actually hindi na physically checked, di ba?
correct, Mr. Chair. And that is only for 22 schools. Yung 3,370
Yes.
are the 22 schools in 2021, school year 2021-2022.
So masasabi natin na dahil dito sa pag-introduce ng pag-implement ng K-12, una, yung quality ng schools hindi natin sure, hindi lahat.
Hindi
Kasi
po lahat,
walang
Mr.
silang
Chair.
certification of recognition.
That's right,
Pangalawa,
Mr. Chair.
dito lumalabas na meron pa kayong nahuli na mga alleged ghost students because sinabit sa inyo ang list, pero sa totoo, pag-check ng pagpunta doon, lumalabas na hindi naman pumapasok doon.
Yes, Mr. Chair, based on the records po.
Yes.
Mr.
Could they say that online kasi?
Some of the schools really said that it's online, Mr. Chair. Na they're conducting then online po yung kanilang mga classes po. Yes.
Yes. So
Mr.
why did you terminate kung online naman pala yun? Kasi during that time, DepEd actually allowed it.
Yes, Mr. Chair. However, this is not only the attendance, Mr. Chair, but really the record of yung enrollment, yung kanilang SF1, yung kanilang class registry,
Yes.
wala po talaga sila doon.
Yes. Oh. So hindi rin pwedeng sabihin na dahil online sila.
Yes, Mr.
Kasi
Chair.
based on what form?
School Form 1, which is the school registry. Tama. ARD, no? School
Director
registry.
Jason, is that correct? The term is correct. Based on that form, which is supposed to reflect the students actually attending that school, based on the physical check, hindi talaga. Wala man lang sa school form 1.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
That's correct. So, tinerminate niyo. Ano yung penalties ngayon dun sa schools na ito na tinerminate niyo?
Mr. Chair, terminated po sila of the program. Hindi na po sila makakasali.
Yes.
And at the same time po, at this time po kasi, Mr. Chair, ayan po, terminated lang po sila muna, Mr. Chair.
Terminate. But what is DepEd doing? Kasi obviously, nag-submit ng list sa inyo. Is that list an official document? Meaning, kung official document siya, hindi ba yun subject to some meron bang RPC violation doon or anything?
Yeah, we are actually looking at that ngayon with our legal, Mr. Chair. The secretary has directed us to come up with a committee to isa-isahin po itong mga results natin, no, when we terminated the schools, and check the criminal case that we can file po out
Sige.
of this po.
Okay. So Attorney Tara, you really need to get yung big picture number of schools and yung
Yes,
per
Mr.
student.
Chair.
Pero now let's go this year. Magkano ang inalat ng Kongreso para sa voucher system?
For school year 2025 to
Academic calendar 2025-2026.
2025-2026 for fiscal year 2025 GAA, it's around 40 billion po, Mr.
Correct.
Chair.
40 billion, di ba?
Yes
Sa
po, Mr.
40
Chair.
billion na yan, ilan yung para sa junior high school?
For the junior high school, it's around 12 billion, Mr. Chair.
Correct. 12 billion. That's correct. Sa senior high school, ilan?
Around, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chair, 27
That's
or
correct.
26
27
billion.
billion. Yung 1 billion, yun yung sa mga TSS, yung mga ganon, di ba?
JDVP,
JDB,
joint
yung mga, pero
delivery
yung
voucher.
27, the bulk of the 40 billion is going to go for the senior high school.
Yes, Mr.
voucher
Chair.
system.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Correct. Last year, magkano?
Last
Pareho.
year, it's around, yeah.
Same last year.
Parang ano lang po.
Oo.
Millions lang po yung
Na different.
nag-increase.
Pero
Oo.
more than sa 40 billion na rin siya last year.
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Oo. Sa 40 billion na yan, ilan yung na-check ng PAYAC physically or yung 10% pa rin?
10% pa rin, Mr. Chair.
So, 10% pa rin.
Mm-mm.
So, knowing na nangyari to since 2020, 2021, kasi
Mm-mm.
previous na, di naman na-check talaga eh. Mali natin, nangyari na rin nun. Pero now that the amount is this big, 27 billion, tapos 10% lang ang kaya ng PAYAC. Nandito si PAYAC eh, di ba? Yes, please state your name for the record and just confirm kung this academic calendar, yung mag-graduation, ilan percent ang na-check yung schools na senior high school?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Chair. I'm Rod Malonzo from BAC. For school year 2024-2025, our target is 20% ESC, the junior high school.
Correct?
And then,
Pero
By-
yung ESC, yan, may certification of recognition yan eh.
correct.
More or less, pati ang DepEd dapat na double check na nila yan eh, di ba? Kasi
Yes, sir.
hindi naman dapat binigyan ng certification of recognition yan kung hindi quality yung programs, di ba?
Yes.
Oh, so okay tayo doon, 20%
Yes,
ang
sir.
plano ng PAYAC for this academic calendar, 2024-2025.
Yes.
And that amounts to about 12 billion rin yun. Pareho lang eh. Yung last year and this year and last year eh.
Yes, sir.
What about the senior high school program?
For the senior high school voucher program, we're going to monitor we're going to validate 100% of all billed voucher program beneficiaries in school year 2024-2025. We're going to validate if they're still enrolled in the second semester of school year 2024-2025 in the LIS. So that's 100% validation already by end of the school year.
So This year, 100%. Sigurado
Yes.
yan. So wala makakalusot.
We're going to use the system kasi to
Yes,
check.
what about last academic calendar, 2023 to 2024?
In school year 2023-2024, we're only able to monitor 10%. For
See,
both
yun ang point
programs.
ko eh. Dati 10% lang kayo until 2023. Ngayon, last committee meeting, because the issue was brought out na 10% lang, again, I'm very happy na bumalik kayo dito. Ang plano nyo ngayon, 100% na. The question is, why did you not do 100% from the beginning? The LIS system has been there since what year ang LIS? Ang tagal na yan eh. We've had an LIS system since, DepEd. Director Dexter.
Yes, sir. Matagal na po yung
Matagal na yan, di
Oo.
ba? Ano yung LIS, Learner Information System? Para alam ng lahat na nandito.
Sir, the system contains all the names of our enrollees, students.
Whether in public or private.
Yes, sir. From kinder
So,
to senior high school.
Pag nag-enroll ka isang academic calendar, whether DepEd school or private school, bibigyan ka ng LIS number.
That is correct.
That is correct. That LIS number will show anong information about the student, and that will also state anong school siya naka-enroll.
Yes po.
Yes, that's correct, ano? And this LIS system has been there since before 2016. Can we safely say
Yes.
nandun na? O sir, balik ako sa PEAC. Ang tagal na nung LIS system. Bakit biglang, if we did not hold the hearing last week, baka hindi pa natin naisip tong LIS system. So my question is, bakit hindi tayo nag-LIS system dati pa?
Chair, yes, sir. Actually, we already are connected with the LIS since the start of the voucher program in 2016 to 2017. However, there are issues with the LIS before. Like for example, in 2016, there were some students had several learner reference numbers, no? Even if isang bata, but several learner reference numbers. And there are also issues with the billing, no? Kasi sometimes we see in the LIS that the student is enrolled in multiple schools, no? One or two schools. So yun yung mga issues during the first years of implementation
Yes, but
of the
would that
program.
not have been a red flag already on your part? Kasi kung nakita ninyo na merong isang estudyante na maraming learner reference numbers or naka-enroll siya in various schools, hindi ba red flag na yun?
Actually, yes, this was reported also to DepEd. Yung mga LRNs or learners that were built in multiple schools, and also the learners with multiple LRNs. This was actually reported to DepEd since 2016. And
Okay.
I can't recall the exact year, but
Si Attorney Tara, medyo patay, babalik sa amin ngayon. Nung sinabi mo na na-report na ng PEAC sa DepEd since 2016 na merong may multiple learner reference numbers or based on the LIS, multiples or dual to multiple schools ang
Yes.
enrollment nila. What happened, Attorney Tara?
Sir, I cannot speak for
Yes.
again for
Who
the
has
past.
been with the DepEd since that time? Yes, Director Jason, would you be in a position or to give us to enlighten us on what happened? Bakit in-advise na kayo ng PEAC na may mga estudyante na parang bakit ang daming learner red flag na dapat yon with respect to the voucher system at meron rin na mga 2 o 3 or 2 or more schools. So what did DepEd do at that point in time?
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Actually, I'm not yet familiar with that PEAC and the private institution because I'm in public school. But there was a problem before with the LIS that a learner can create or a school can create multiple numbers of LIS numbers as they enroll. But they are now checked as we go on with the LIS, they are now already checked and blocked. Kaya pwedeng nagkaroon ng doble-doble. Pero ngayon na-check na po, sir.
So would anyone want to, anyone have any information or knowledge na hindi naman, hindi naman totoo yun? Kasi ganito yung LIS system. Pagkaintindi ko, Director Jason, yun nga yung every student, mapapasok siya doon, di ba? Pag napasok ka doon, mag-iiba-iba yun. Pag nag-iba ka ng school, second sem, iiba yun.
No, Mr. Chair, it follows.
It follows. Pero the school that you belong to will change. Your information.
Yes.
Oh, di dapat hindi nga nagpalit yung ano. Sir Blatty, you want to say something?
Sige na. Go. No. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sa akin, ako bilang advisor for many years, Sir Chair, tama yung analysis eh. Isang estudyante dapat isa lang. Sa experience natin, bit-bit mo yan eh. Bit-bit mo yan. Kaya nakalungkot dahil may Mary Grace Piatos sa CIA. Parang lumalabas may Mary Grace Piatos na rin dito na parang ghost na nga, no? Kaya sa amin, mamaya, kung kapanggit ako ng position mamaya. Kasi parang kailangan pag-isipan talaga yung mekanismo paano ito. Kasi billion Mr. Chair ang ating pinag-uusapan.
Yes. Bakit ano? Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin matagal lang LIS. Pinag-uusapan natin, sinabi sa atin ng PAYAC during the 2016 pa lang. So nung ma-implement pa lang, yung bagong implement nung batas, na note na nila na may multiple LRNs at may multiple na schools. Ang tanong nga sa DepEd, kung na-red flag na sila nung panahon na yon, hindi ba dapat yun pa lamang na check na yon? Yun yung question lang eh. Sir, question, may records pa ba kayo ng does this cover the 10% only that you or this is more than the 10%? Yung 2016.
Actually, this is not covered by the 10%. This is based on reports also that we generate from our system.
Sige, this is beginning, kasi 2015, 2016 nag-start di ba? Meron ka pa rin kayong records ngayon ng lahat ng pinadala ninyo na notes sa DepEd na tingnan nila bakit may multiple learner reference numbers or more than 2 schools naka-enroll. Meron kayong record until now? Nung transmittal ninyo sa DepEd?
Mr. Chair, will check our archives po.
Yes. If you still have that, could you also provide the committee? Para alam namin kung gaano kalaki yung nasakop ninyo ng 2016. Nalaman ninyo na may problema at na-identify niyo sa DepEd, malaman natin sa DepEd na kung bakit hindi nila na red flag. Knowing that meron na pala kayong sinabi na parang ang weird naman. Paano nagkaroon ng maraming numbers, di ba? Kailan natigil to? Yung multiple LRNs or multiple schools? Or right now, that still happens?
I think sometimes.
Yes, Director Bert.
Mr. Chair, so looking at the attendees, the representation from DepEd this morning, I think we'll have to check with the system owners, program owners of the information system, which is planning service and the information communications technology service. So we'll check with them, Mr. Chair. I think from the representation now we cannot we're not in the position to respond to
Yes.
that. But we'll check.
Sorry, Director Burns. Yeah, please state your name po and the institution that you belong to. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Yap. I'm with FAPSA. I'm a school owner. Very, very small school. So I'm very hands-on. Okay. So talking about the LIS, okay, my experience is when we enter in code, okay, and name of the student, that is a permanent record. So whether the student came from the public school and they have a different code, and if the student, the beginning code, I think the first 4 numbers will tell the school owner or administrator or registrar whether the student was registered originally in the public school or originally in the private school. But there should always be one number because that was the idea of LIS. But we did encounter 1 or 2 of our students would have a problem with LIS kasi nagkaroon ng double entry. Okay. But from the experience from our SDO, they're very strict about this with us, with the private school. So they ask us to, present documents, the birth certificate and all of that. And unfortunately, sometimes it takes so long for them. So we keep on telling them, you know, the student is already with us 1 or 2 years. You have not fixed the system yet. Okay. But it's really exceptional. Okay. And I think the central people, the planning service, they're doing a good job. Except that sometimes the right hand does not know what the left hand is doing. And that's where the delay is.
In other words, ma'am, what you're telling us is that even when PAYAC tells us this morning that they have notified DepEd of students with multiple LRNs or multiple schools, ang sinasabi niyo po sa atin, exceptional yan, hindi ganyan karami yan.
Yes, yes,
Konti lang yan.
yes.
So that could not have been the cause of the alleged ghost students. Hindi
That's-
pwedeng yon.
That's why I was surprised, Your Honor, to hear about that ghost thing. Because PAYAC and DepEd are very strict when it comes to accreditation.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. But but based on this hearing, ang recognition nga po, umabot lang po tayo doon sa junior high school pa lang. Ang problema, nung pinasa yung batas ng 2012, 2013 na magkakaroon ng K-12 by 2016, wala pa raw recognition yung senior high school programs.
Up
So that
now.
is my question. Bakit re-roll out na hindi man lang natin alam kung talagang kalidad yung edukasyon? Ang paliwanag sa atin, maybe it is Department Order number 11, 2015, Department Order 46, 2015, which can provide a semblance of the reasoning, which is, sa totoo, not enough classrooms ang DepEd noon. Hindi nag-build noong 2013 to 2016 ng enough classrooms. It was probably because of that negligence. That is why napuwersa na noong 2016 implementation, kahit na hindi pa accredited, hindi pa recognized yung senior high school program, binigyan na natin ng voucher. Yun po talaga yung nangyari. Ang question ngayon, now that we are in this, where we are now, and we are talking about for the senior high school program, I recognize the presence of the Honorable Franz Castro. Welcome, ma'am. Now that we are talking about 27 billion pesos this year and last year, 27 billion pesos rin para sa senior high school program, baka naman tip of the iceberg pa lang kasi yung nahuling yung 22, 55, 2020, 2021 because ang natitingnan lang ng PAYAC was 10% of the total high school programs. Pero ngayon, siguro because of the last committee meeting that we held, now they will now use the LIS system para mag 100% sila. So tinatanong ko nga bakit ngayon lang? Ang tagal na rin ng LIS system. Ang sabi sa atin ng PAYAC, hindi, Chair, ang problema kasi, sinabihan na natin sila. Pero sinabi niyo sa amin ngayon, hindi, konti lang yun eh. Hindi pa pwedeng yun yung rason. Di ba? Kasi konti lang yun. So that does not answer the question why the LIS system will suddenly just be used now. From 10%, kaya naman pala yung 100%. Again, sana maaga-aga natin ginawa ito, we could have avoided hearings like this because hindi sana nangyari yung pagbibigay o yung mga na-discover allegedly ng DepEd. Yun lang, PAYAC. But before we proceed, we will give everyone a chance. Ladies first, few minutes, the president of One Private School Philippines, Dr. Maria Lourdes Chua. Then from FAPSA, Attorney Petronilo Alarcon.
Yeah.
First, Dr. Chua.
Yes, thank you. Good morning to everyone. Honorable Chair, I just want to react on the statement of Dr. Ingrid Yap. Maybe it is good that she gave that information, but maybe we should identify and qualify if the findings of PAYAC was on the senior high school or on what level. Because I understand Dr. Yap is on the basic education, more on preschool up to elementary. So maybe exceptional kasi talagang baka honest error. Whenever private school encode the details of our student, we wait till DepEd give us LRN. So kung nagkaroon man ng double entry nung nagbigay ng LRN, maybe pwedeng baka in good faith nagkaroon ng error. Pero tignan din po natin siguro sa senior high school, yung findings ng PAYAC, ganong karami ba yan? Substantial number ba yan? Or baka nga exceptional na talagang in good faith honest error? Yun lang po. Thank you.
That's why, Dr. Chua, we requested a PAYAC to provide this committee. Ang sabi sa atin ng PAYAC, they will still have to check their archives. Kung nandoon pa yung mga notices na bigay nila sa DepEd noong 2016. Yun ang sagot kanina sa atin. We already requested for that, but then they will have, so that we can see kung significant ba yung number na nabigay nila or it is really hindi naman significant talaga, exceptional lang talaga.
Honorable Chair, it may not really be that difficult kasi po, before senior high school, meron na tayong mga LRN, may LIS na. So meaning, one LRN lang talaga per student.
Yes.
So meaning all the rest, maring meron na talaga sila, dala nila yan from senior high school or from elementary. So maring yung mga talagang first time lang, hindi ko alam kung bakit, paano siya punta sa senior high school?
Again, Dr. Chua,
Wala siyang LRN.
we are not this committee is not the repository of this
Opo.
data. Ang repository dapat nito is DepEd or
Opo.
PAYAC. That is why we want to check with the PAYAC kung ano yung kung significant ba yung number, but and reasonable naman.
So,
Ang sagot nila, they will check first their
opo.
archives.
Pero
And
kung
that is
senior high
reasonable.
school po, dapat tingnan natin, ito yung original LRN, kailan nagkaroon ng pangalawang LRN? Dapat po i-check natin yan siguro.
We will know when it is
Opo.
when masubmit sa atin ng
Opo,
PAYAC.
thank you po.
Yes. Attorney Alarcon from FAPSA.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and Madam Congresswoman. Firstly, you were asking earlier the start of the senior high school program. Way back, the private school were encouraged by DepEd to participate in the senior high school program, even if most of the private school at the time were holding either permit to operate or with recognition. That was way back. Second, we would like to manifest here that FAPSA member schools, if they are participating in the senior high school program, they cooperate with the requirements set forth by DepEd and PAYAC. Meaning to say, if we have to submit documents to prove that the students, the term Congress presiding officer is warm body. That's the term they use to confirm the warm bodies inside the classroom for senior high school students. And we, the member schools of FAPSA, we comply with the requirements. So in the issue of LRN, we also manifest that a student only has one LRN, which if you transfer from NCR to Region 2 to Region 1, yun din po, presiding officer, ang hawak nila. So meaning to say, we account every student na nasa amin po dahil yun din po, presiding officer, is the basis of the billing statement of the private school.
Alarcon, just to clarify, the statement on the multiple LRNs did not come from this committee. It
Yes,
came
po.
from PAYAC. PAYAC ang nagbanggit dito ngayon umaga na may mga estudyante na may multiple LRNs at meron mga estudyante na apparently that time ma-flag nila na enrolled in more than 2 schools. So again, that is why we went to that direction. Ang question ko, Attorney Alarcon, are all senior high school private schools members of FAPSA?
Mostly,
So the answer is no.
yes po.
Hindi. Ilang percent ng senior high school private schools that are giving senior high school programs are members of FAPSA?
Our organization is composed of mostly small and medium size.
Yes, but I'm asking you a direct question, Attorney Alarcon. Kasi sinabi mo kanina, binanggit mo sa amin dito, pag FAPSA, talagang stricto rin kayo kasi minomonitor kayo ng PAYAC at ng DepEd. So
Opo.
ang tanong ko nga, kasi ang DepEd, sila naman na nagsabi sa atin na meron silang mga nahuli o hindi naman nahuli, na flag na mga private schools na allegedly parang they stopped the voucher program allegedly, parang allegedly ghost. But now you tell us na hindi pwedeng nangyari yon sa FAPSA schools. So I'm asking you, of the total number of high schools providing for senior high school program, ilan ang members ng FAPSA doon? Ilang percent ang FAPSA doon? 100% ba? Sabi mo hindi. O so ilang percent?
I can only estimate, presiding officer.
So at the end of the day, hindi nyo rin masasagot sa committee na ito na hindi nangyayari itong alleged ghost students.
Yes po.
So you agree that pwedeng nangyayari yon?
It may.
Correct. Because hindi naman lahat member mo eh. The next question really, we will ask when we get the schools kung meron doon ang FAPSA member pa. And if we find out na meron, then your statement here may be incorrect. Kasi hindi rin namin alam, in fact, kung ano yung schools na involved eh. Di ba? We don't know that. Hindi rin namin alam eh. But then, ang point ko lang, it is, parang hindi naman tama to say na blanket na walang nangyayaring ganyan. Kasi hindi naman kami naglabas nun eh. We are here and exercising our oversight function because the Department of Education told us na meron. And PAYAC actually is also confirming na meron. But then you say na parang parang yun ang tema eh. Na parang sobrang strict to sa inyo, hindi pwedeng nangyayari yon sa FAPSA schools. But ang point ko, hindi naman lahat member ng FAPSA school, di ba?
Yes po. I mean, the statement is only, we're just trying to reiterate that kami naman po, we are complying kung ano po yung mga requirements.
Correct.
Set forth.
Correct.
Kasi po, if we don't do that, what will happen is that we might not be able to bill because we have to comply kung ano po yung mga requirements set forth.
That is correct.
Okay.
DepEd, sa senior high school program, all private schools, ilan na yung may certificate of recognition for their senior high school program?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Yes. For senior high school, wala pa po tayong
Oh,
recognition.
Attorney Alarcon, babalik ako sa iyo. Wala eh. Walang may certificate of recognition from the Department of Education na senior high school program. So, again, para lang tama yung konteksto, when you say you've complied with the DepEd and PAYAC directives, it is really compliance with DepEd Order 1115, but not necessarily with the original Republic Act 8545 or 6728, which requires accreditation. Kasi wala pa palang may certificate of recognition na senior high school program.
If there,
But that came from DepEd. You heard it.
what we're doing in the private school is we are doing voluntary certification. The school submits itself to.
Is that sufficient? Hindi ba dapat manggaling sa regulatory body ang pagbibigay ng recognition, hindi galing dun sa mismo nagpapa-recognize? Hindi ba dapat, I understand, sinasabi mo, the private schools on their own are submitting para pero hindi pa recognized. Wala pa raw na senior high school program recognized.
What our submitting is voluntary accreditation. We have po
Correct. Correct. But then, recognition comes from, who gives their certificate of recognition?
The Department of Education.
Yes, ang sabi nila, wala pa silang binibigyan for senior high school program. So
Yes.
wala pa.
Yes, we confirm that, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir, please state your name.
I am
and institution.
Mr. Ricardo Victorio, the President. I would like to help my colleagues here. So this is basically the PAPSA schools most of them have basic education.
Yes, correct.
So this is the difference between during that time, as you said, during 2015, DepEd just tell us submit LOI, then they will grant you. But later stage, what we call, those are the standalone. Parang napakadali lang ho talaga mag-senior high noon. It's just a simple LOI.
Ano
Pero-
po yun? In
Just-
order for you to start a senior high
Grade
school,
11, yes po.
magsasubmit ka lang ng parang, DepEd, mag-uumpisa kami ng grade 11.
Yes po, sir.
Ganon kasimple.
Yes, that's the truth.
Oh my God.
Pero later on po, is what it was changed the next year. So basically pagka meron kang basic education and then high school, mahirap po yung pag-apply ng senior high. It's much
Yes.
better to apply a standalone senior high than if yun yung sinasabi ni attorney na parang kami po we are sure na may quality yung amin kasi nga we have the basic education, we have the junior high school, and then we apply for senior high school. Doon po mahigpit yung DepEd.
Doon ang wala pang nakakuha. ng Certificate of Recognition
So wala pa ho talagang nabibigyan ng Certificate of Recognition.
sa senior high school.
Yes po. Lahat po
Yes.
yun ay permit to operate.
Pero sir, Mr. Victorio, tama ba?
Yes po.
Sinabi mo na nung maluwag lang noong 2016, tama?
Yes po.
Pero after that, year after year, nagiging mas stricto.
Yes po. So yun nga, last
Ang
time po,
question ko ngayon, ba't sila nakahuli noong 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024?
so I don't know. That one, I
Kasi if we follow the logic that you are propounding to this committee, that naging stricto na sila through the years, so from 2016, 5 years later, pero doon nga sila nakakuha eh.
Yeah.
Based on 10% pa lang na review ng PAYAC nun.
is po,
So
Mr.
saan yung COG, saan yung problema? Bakit may nakakalisot?
That one,
assuming,
that one I cannot presume any but that is yung I just would like to support attorney na yung sa amin no, sa aming organization, because most of us are having this basic ed and junior
Hindi
high
kayo, kung stand-alone senior high school, hindi siya part ng FAPSA?
may there are some pero hindi ho lahat. Karamihan ho sa amin kasi ay have basic education.
Karamihan sa ng members ng FAPSA already received a certificate of recognition
Sa elementary and
until grade 10.
yes,
7 to 10 naman yung pinaka-importante for the
yes po,
voucher. Sa 7 to 10.
yes, oo.
Yung mga stand-alone na member ng FAPSA. So, kung wala pa na nakaka-receive ng certificate of recognition,
Wala rin po sila.
wala sila.
Yeah. Just permit to operate.
Yes, so meron mga members ng FAPSA that are providing senior high school programs na walang certificate of
Yes po.
recognition. That is correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.